Muy buenas tardes, somos 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐬 de Lunatic Catz y vamos a estar aquí desde nuestra sala de ensayo respondiendo a unas preguntas para 𝐓𝐢𝐬𝐬.
Hey everybody, we are Nick and Sue. Welcome to the channel. This week we are going to dive into the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and NFTs, and how those topics relate to you as an independent artist. But first, as you might have seen in our little intro already, and you might be curious what that was all about, we are introducing you to one of our iMusician members and community members, Lunatic Catz.
Lunatic Catz is a band that likes to do everything themselves. As an indie rock band from Cantabria, Spain, they have self-released various EPs, singles, and albums, as well as produced their own music videos. They've been an artist on the rise and have been on our radar this past year, and we're super happy to introduce you to their new single, as well as have them on the show this week.
Bueno, pues ser independientes en la música para nosotros significa gestionarnos en todos los ámbitos. Desde componer y crear las canciones hasta pues distribuirlas, bueno, buscar plataformas que nos ayuden a distribuirlas, pero hacerlo partiendo desde nosotros, buscar conciertos nosotros, buscar una sala de ensayo, formas de financiarnos, tanto los discos como las giras, como el material, merchandising, el material, instrumentos. Vamos, intentar coger todas las ramas que tiene la música e intentar hacerlo lo mejor posible.
If you want to know more about Lunatic Catz, which we really recommend you do, please check out the link in the description below as usual, save their latest single, and also check out the full interview that we did with them.
If you've been tuned to our social media pages lately, you've probably noticed our various Spotify playlists, such as our featured playlist this week, Everything Indie, which features Lunatic Catz's latest single.
It can be kind of confusing and also frustrating to understand on how to get playlisted best. That's why we created a bunch of guides on how to pitch your music to playlist curators. And also we have a bunch of articles on different genres and playlist curators you can pitch your music to for free.
And as I mentioned, we have playlists of our own. And if you're interested in sending your tracks or getting featured on one of those playlists, all you have to do is share a link to your track in the comments to this video below, and our curation team will be happy to consider you for the right playlist.
So I'm sure a lot of you have read articles in the last couple of years about cryptocurrency, blockchain, NFTs. There are a lot of amazing ideas coming to the surface at the moment, and we're talking about big numbers here. There's a lot of money being thrown around.
Now we could do a full webinar on blockchains, cryptocurrency, NFTs in the world of Web3, and we just might this year. But for today and for the sake of brevity, we're gonna leave the ins and outs of the technology behind and focus only on the importance in the music industry and how it applies to you as an independent musician.
If you're new to all of these topics and you're not exactly sure what a blockchain even is or how an NFT works, and trust me, I also did not know until very recently, head to the link in the description below and we have articles on all of these topics where we dive deep into how it works and what it is. So yeah, check it out in the description below.
If at any point you are confused by anything we're covering here or would like us to go deeper, or if there's any topics you want us to cover in future videos, let us know in the comments below and we will get back to you ASAP.
Many people throughout the tech and the music industry view blockchain as a potential solution for many issues plaguing the music industry. There are so many different apps out there, from musicians receiving royalty payments, venues curbing counterfeit tickets, or record labels tracing real-time streams to pay songwriters and musicians out.
Essentially, blockchain has the potential to reestablish the way music is bought, sold, listened to, and managed in a fair and transparent way by establishing a point of origin for music creators and the content that they create. Yes, this all sounds great, but the technology is very new to the music industry and we have yet to see how it will be regulated, maintained, and implemented. However, at the moment, it appears that the most widespread application in the music industry will be when it comes to royalty payments. So why is that?
Currently, royalties travel a long road from licensing deals to multiple contributors and stakeholders and to different third parties. Incorporating blockchain could make it possible for the money for the recording to go directly from the fan to the songwriter. And that would happen through smart contracts. And basically, there wouldn't be any label or band manager needed in between.
Smart contracts would essentially make it easier for artists to prove ownership of their work. And with decentralized streaming platforms and the introduction of AI technology that scans these databases, it'll be easier for artists to claim ownership of their work and cut out the middleman when it comes to collecting royalties. If you'd like to learn more about smart contracts and how they apply across the music industry, again, head to the link in our bio where we do a deep dive on what they are and how they apply to you as an independent musician.
Under this scenario, artists would actually have the chance to set the rules themselves, and fans, on the other hand, would have an opportunity to have a closer relationship to a musician they like. And musicians and fans could potentially share the financial benefits from an artist's work and career, but again, this is all very, very new and quite untested, so we'll see where it goes.
There are also companies and artists offering a percentage of royalties to fans through playlisting initiatives or even selling royalties as NFTs. Which brings us to our next topic, one of the most contested and hottest debated topics in the music industry, NFTs.
You've probably seen some of the headlines throughout the past year of artists making an insane amount of money selling NFTs, or maybe even spending an insane amount of money buying NFTs, and also companies like Beatport and Warner Music dipping their toes in minting NFTs.
We've even seen prolific rap artist Nas selling the royalties for his latest album as an NFT, as well as electronic artist Dylan Francis receiving an NFT as payment for a DJ residency. So it's obvious to see why many view this space as an exciting new revenue stream for artists. But there are a fair amount of skeptics, and frankly, it is yet to be seen if it is the answer to the issues plaguing the music industry. But if you're like us and are curious what it all is and how to apply it right now as an independent musician, check out our guides and head to the link in the description below.
In music, artists can create NFTs to auction off all sorts of digital assets to their fans. That can be like a collector's edition of a release, or a digitally signed album, or backstage passes, or even, as mentioned before, a part of your royalties. Virtually anything that can bring value. When a song is issued as an NFT, the ownership will always be able to be traced back to who created it, protecting the artist's copyright.
NFTs are all about scarcity as it allows people to invest in music the way that they invest in art. Buying an NFT is essentially like buying an original painting. You can buy prints of the painting, but there will only be one original. You can also view NFTs as an investment in an artist and their career. As an artist's career starts to take off, the NFT becomes more valuable, benefiting both you and the artist. At the moment, it doesn't quite feel like buying an NFT is related to listening to it. It's more about collecting and the possibility of owning art and the ability to resell it.
Obviously, this is a very, very complex topic, I understand, and we could go on about this all day long. But if you want to know more and if you want to dive deeper into the topics of blockchain, NFTs, and cryptocurrency, please check out the link in the description below. We have a bunch of articles covering those topics.
So we've certainly covered a lot of ground today, and I know all this tech jargon about Web3 and the metaverse can be a little bit confusing. So if you have any questions or any comments, or if there's any topics that we didn't cover here today, let us know in the comments below and we'll be sure to address them in a future video or respond to your comments ASAP.
If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and also hit that subscribe button, because we are going to upload more videos in the next couple of weeks covering topics from how to make money on YouTube, royalty payments, and TikTok for musicians. So stay tuned, and we see you next time very, very soon.